But like at the end of pick man, I'll have to go AFK for like a couple minutes. Just letting you know. Not like that's too big of a deal. I'm sure you were ready either way. Hey, welcome. Let's check. That's good. Whoop, whoop. Oh, you updated the title and everything. Let's get it. Or someone did. Is this a new pick man? They got a new link? Great names. Great names. Wait, isn't it supposed to be Vex? Isn't it Sex and the City? Ah, right. I thought the show was Sex in the City. Oh no, it is Sex and it is. It shows how much I watch that show. Fair enough. Y- Yeah, I think like you said, it does have the flexibility, but it's like a pretty easy engage, pretty straightforward. Oh, Blitzcrank blind would be kind of spicy, but I don't know if we're gonna get that. Another one, kind of to your tanks that can flex pick. Amumu, another character that could go either support or go jungle, depending on what your team needs, and then kind of gives you whatever versatility you want. Yeah, relatively good blind pick too. You're not, can doesn't really have too many laning matchups that struggles into. Maybe like SD Jin, maybe Varus a little bit, but still, like you said, good early game, relatively solid scaling. So definitely a good blind pick. I am a little bit curious to see what they'll end up going. Would VC will end up going mid? Feel like Jin, Maokai, not a ton of damage to be working with. So you really want to make sure your team is rounded out to make sure you have something to push you through those team fights. Yeah, Vagar is the counter pick. I actually find that Anivia does really well into Vagar, but again, I think the PMA LCS special is control mages mid that do a good job of kind of damaging, but also holding down ground with CC, and obviously Vagar is quite good at that. Um, some tanky bans coming out here. I still do worry about the damage on the side of VC. Nivea can have some decent damage, but I feel like she's definitely more of a utility mid laner than just a pure bursty damage mid laner. So we'll see what they opt to go for support. You could still get some damage out of your support role or even your top jungle, depending what you do. But I feel like it's going to be kind of hard if DBG pick another tank up here. The return. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Renekton did get banned off the table, so he won't be able to play that. I think Necro Guy definitely has solid mechanics, so I think most top lane champions he can kind of make do on. A blind looks like they're trying to decide. The Jarvan is the pick. I actually really like the Jarvan pick a lot. Some good initiation with your Amumu. You have two immobile carries in Nivea and Jhin, so it's going to be really hard for them to get out of the Jarvan ult. I like that pick a lot. Yeah, he's played a lot of Heimer, and I think it's a great pick into their team as well. Really good disengage. It's kind of hard to initiate onto a Heimerdinger, but also gives you a lot of damage when they do initiate onto you. And the blind Mordekaiser, I assume that's Mordekaiser top. Maokai jungle is my guess. Not, and again, what I said before, they lacked damage, and they definitely made up for it in those last two picks. Yeah, it's funny. I made my comments before about being worried about the lack of damage on VC. Now I'm kind of worried about the lack of damage on DBG, especially when a Mordekaiser ult comes out. Maybe it takes Kaylin out of the fight. Also, Eggy says he can't hear you. Maybe turn your microphone up a little bit. Oh, you might have like a different mic source selected or something. What's that? Packer, you fucking hate Eggy? Wow, why would you say that? That's so mean. Wow, you want to ban eggs from the chat? That's so rude, dude.
Okay,
Eggs
let's
just
try
trying to
that.
help you.
Hopefully that works. Yeah, it said there was a different mic setup for some reason. I don't know why it would do that because I've never used another mic when I've streamed, but whatever. Hopefully
Yeah,
I
OBS
changed
is
it.
really weird. It tends to do that quite often, where it just like chooses random mic sources, and you're like, all right, well, guess we're guess I'm using my webcam as a mic now.
Right. Okay, well they said they can hear me now, so hopefully the level is good, and
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna take this time to be right back really fast.
yeah, Greg will be right back. So you just have me. I'm excited. Let's go through. We've mentioned a couple names, but I didn't really go through the whole lineup. So for Vex in the City, starting on blue side, they have Necro Guy top lane, the Pedestrian 1379 jungle, Fling Panda mid, and bot lane is the Dorian, which is a rookie, I believe, and I'm the high ground supporting. So glad to have the Dorian with us, and this is the first PMA LCS match for him, so that's exciting. On the other side for Dadbot Gaming, we have, I believe, Gare Bear top, jungle Aruyan, mid lane I believe is Rob, and then their bot lane is Mr. Trifecta and Young Gun 18. Lots of comfort picks in here as well for some of these guys. We talked about I am the high grounds patented Heimerdinger support. Fling Panda, one of the many long-time Anivia, not necessarily his main champion, along with like Lux and other things, but Anivia has always been one of his high comfort picks. And then on the other side, Young Gun, known in the last couple seasons for playing Amumu support. So I like to see, even with some of these champions maybe having like recent nerfs, but these players just are so comfortable on them, so going for the comfort. And like I said, this is the last match of week 1, and week 2 matches are already been, all the times are now locked in. Week 1 was, feel like was very successful, and I'm thankful for all of the team managers, players, and substitutes that we had, especially some last-minute emergency subs a couple times. I think the matches were all fun and good to watch, so hopefully you guys have been able to watch some of the matches this week. And we are concluding week 1 of Season 10. Can you believe Season 10 already, PMA LCS? And I think potential for another great matchup here, as now we just wait out the, I believe we're waiting out the spectator spectator delay. Oh no, there's still loadout before we get to spectator delay, so Guy Fieri says neither team picked Udi or GG. Look, I know you played him twice last night and he won both games. I don't know if he's quite as good as you think he is, even though you were successful on it last night, but hold your horses on the Udyr. But welcome to the chat, Eric. Now we are in the spectator delay. I'm not very good at these, at remembering how to do this. I was going to try to run some ads, but I don't remember where I go to do that. Let's change over to the client, and then maybe I can remember where to go to run ads. Oh, here we go. I found the link. Okay, we got about 1:45 left on the spectator delay. I'm going to go ahead and run an ad break, and we will be back. Okay, and welcome back from that short ad break. About 20 seconds left to go on the spectator delay. Yes, thank you, Guy Fieri, during the ad break, reminding me that actually 2 debuts tonight for PMA LCS. I mentioned the Dorian for VTC, and for Dadbod Gaming, Mr. Trifecta also, his PMA LCS debut. Both of them 80 carries in this match, so we get to see them, the rookies, also laning against each other, so that's an interesting little storyline here. As we now get into loading screen, and my Streamlabs sometimes doesn't load this quick enough. So it might just be black screen before we get to the game. I apologize. Okay.
Oh shit! Perfect timing. Look at that.
Oh wow, yeah. And Greg is back right as we get onto the rift. Maybe
Wait,
I got the black
is
screen
yours
thing.
like?
It happens. It's a bug.
It fixes itself, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, usually what I do is I just keep clicking on the time thing at the bottom forward until it loads.
What the hell?
Okay.
Right, you gotta fix this shit.
Okay, so now I kind of loaded something, but it stopped. There we go.
All right, I'm in. You wanna pause it like 10 seconds?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, I'm at 10 seconds.
All right, I'm good.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. Game 1 of VTC versus DBG to conclude Week 1, and lots of pings coming out from blue side. Let me.
Yeah, we'll see if we have any invades. It is a supportive Mumu, so obviously he could go Q. It does look like we're just gonna get a 5-point. So in the end, it doesn't even matter. But yeah, obviously supportive Mumu. You know, jungle Mumu, you're not really gonna start Q. So you know, hard to say. Blue Flames. This is the PMA LCS lower or Black Division, I think is what it's called.
Yes, Black Division.
Which is the lower half of the league this year. This is actually the first week of matches, so we have no idea how these two teams should play against each other. You know how they've been, so should be a fun game. Did you do your prediction on who you think's gonna win?
No, I hadn't really talked about it. I ran an ad break and then I was kind of fixing something, but and I don't know, or I'm not very good at the predictions and stuff like that. I did run the ad break because I finally remembered how to do that.
My man. All right, well I'm predicting. Let's see. Wait, what's the team on the DBG? That's the one with Rob, right? Papa Bear, Dadbod.
Yeah, Dadbod Gaming.
I'm predicting Dadbod Gaming because they have Rob. Also, Blue Flames 96 with the fucking subscription. Thank you, sir. The Prime 17 months. That's what's up. I think that's more than me.
I'm sad. I ended my streak a few months ago because of just finances, but I had I think I was just short of 6 consecutive years.
Damn.
Of subbing.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I can't believe this league has existed for 6 years. That's
right.
Crazy.
Little trading in the top side. Mordekaiser getting the passive, but a nice grasp from Papa Bear. Oh, that's a name change, I believe. Papa Bear. I didn't even know until I'm looking at it right now. It's Gare Bear 2242
nice.
or something.
It's the dad bod theme they got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far pretty chill. Oh, nice gank mid. W on the
Event
Rob.
Horizon is gonna save Rob.
Oh, he lives. Wow, that was close. I actually thought he was gonna have that kill. Nope. Did he not end up burning flash? No flash or anything.
Yeah. It was a nice twisted advance from Pedestrian who got him through the Event Horizon. Oh, a Taunton in the top side. And here is Aruyan for a gank. Nice flash from the Flag and Drag from Necro Guy is going to walk that one out. But flash burned.
Yeah, luckily for a Necro guy, the wave is pushing into him. He's kind of playing this a little bit aggressively. He is staying, um, but
Oh, deadly flourish into the grenade bot side. There's the instant heal onto Kate, who's gonna walk
Close.
it out. So, no flash used, but the heal is still a valuable cooldown, and Dorian in high ground. Especially, I think Heimerdinger is just kind of typically gonna have pressure in the lane against most matchups.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, Heimer's definitely a lane bully. You know what does well into the Heimer. You know, generally speaking, Kate does pretty well in the Heimer, just because she has the range to hit turrets and really not tank many shots. However, Amumu, on the other hand, does not do super well in the Heimer. You really have to make sure his turrets are cleared as they get the
Another
snare,
deadly flourish, the flash, and Dorian is not in turret range, so he's going to be saved. Ooh, the rocket bends around Amumu to get the kill.
That was like the fucking side 2 rockets there. That was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Kate support. Our team, they're just trolling. You know, sometimes you gotta mix it up a little bit. You know, send Kate to ADC instead of support. Change the meta.
Rion, another gank here, this time on mid. No follow-up, but just pushes Anivia away.
Yeah, definitely hard to gank an Anivia, especially an Anivia that has flash, has egg, you know, and passive. Yep. Or I should say, well, egg is passive toy. So gonna be pretty tough to get a gank off there. I think his best bet at this point is to try to path down bottom. Hoping that the other members of Dadbod mentioned that Dorian does not have flash or cleanse now, so definitely some gank opportunities there. You know, we talked about Heimer being a lane bully, but Amumu is so good at setting up these ganks with double bandage toss that a Jarvan gank could be pretty easy. Yeah,
absolutely. Another return gank here on the mid lane. Again, using the Twisted Advance to get through the baby cage and knock him right into the Anivia. No flash yet, though, because Anivia is pretty low, and actually Anivia flashes away. Rob not going to get the knockback from the Bramble Slash, but both mid laners really low. And then bot side here, we see Young Gun also put really low. And I'm the high ground making his, saying, hey, put some respect on my Heimerdinger.
Yeah, you definitely have to respect it in lane. Yeah, going back to that gank mid. Yeah, I actually feel like Pedestrian misplayed that a little bit. He actually... Oh, we got a gank here bottom. Nice clearing the word. But I think Pedestrian actually misplayed that a little bit. He threw the sapling in front, like near his own turret, and it didn't hit Rob at all. I feel like if he threw the sapling behind Rob, they would have had the slow on him, would have been able to pick up the kill. But he actually didn't hit on him at all with the sapling, so he was able to get away. And Rob didn't even need to burn flash either, so you could say out of that trade it's a TP flash on the side of Anivia and nothing burned on Rob. So, or I guess, yeah, he used TP before, so in the end, a pretty good trade for him.
Yeah, Nerves of Steel from Rob here, getting ganked twice and never having to use his flash through it. So, and had nice 16 CS lead already for him on a champion who, typically known for being weak early, but will scale once he gets the Q stacks up, so he's on his way to a strong game. Junglers are going to run into each other on the Scuttle Crab, and Panda has first move, so... Oh, we're going to see the instant ultimate from Shen, who's going to go flash. Cage from Vigar is going to lock them both down, and Panda has the egg, but it's not going to matter. He's getting scrambled up here in the middle of these three people. That's 2 kills for none on the early ultimate from Shen.
Yeah, really great play there by Dadbot Gaming. They clearly had that plan in mind, right? The second Yurion flashed in to try to get the kill, Shen immediately ulted onto him. Really great Shen there, ult by Papa Bear. And he has TP to get back and catch this wave. So clearly a well-executed plan by Dadbot Gaming.
Yeah, and that's going to be nice. The kills going one onto the Jarvan, one onto the Vigar, and typically that's probably who you would want those kills to go on, because Shen is just kind of be the utility in the tank later on. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, even Guy Fieri calling out in chat, too many times we see purely reactive Shen ult, so this is definitely the aggressive option, and it's awesome. So you do love to see that. And and then obviously there wasn't just wasn't just benefiting for him, but also for the Jarvan now. You know, they do pick up this kill on the Maokai as well, putting him back a little bit. Jarvan 2 stacks up there on his seedling comparatively to more Maokai, so definitely a nice little lead for him.
Yeah. Trifecta and Young Gun shoving this in. I think they could have looked for just a recall once they cleared the wave, but they kind of stuck around, so if they do recall now, it's going to be really late. But they do elect to do it. Meanwhile, topside, DBG has been taking control over the Herald pit. Although there are a couple wards from blue side, one in their banana bush and one in the tri-ward top side. So it's not complete darkness for them here, but be curious to see if they want to go for a play on that. But Dragon is also up as well, and no really attempt to get control over the Dragon Pit by either team.
Yeah, I don't really think they need to. You know, they both have push. Heimer just pushes so pretty easily, as well as with Nivea, and now that she's 6, so it's, you know, they can kind of get prio in lane whenever they need to if you're the side of Vex in the city. Ooh, nice cage. Just chilling. Yeah, to answer your question, Eric, what's it called? Red Smite on Maokai is definitely the one you build the most. I think that's the highest win rate. I could be wrong, though. But funny enough, actually, speaking about Maokai, I'm pretty sure this patch, after they nerfed him again, I'm pretty sure his win rate has tanked significantly. At least when I checked last night. It definitely could be different because it's still a couple days into the patch. So I actually don't think he's as high prio as he used to be. You know, that being said, obviously his ultimate and his W are like such effective engage tools that he still makes him viable. But you know, maybe he's a little bit of a step back than he used to be.
All right, so we do see a fight now over the Rift Herald. Pedestrian's pretty low. He just has a blasting wand and an amp tome, so he's not a sturdy tree. He's easily knocked down, and Rob flexing his muscles, and but he's actually going to go back onto it, as we can see on the mini map, while Jarvan elects to gank bot. The flash, Curse of the Sad Mummy from Amumu, but Jarvan maybe didn't know what was happening, so there is no real combo there. He goes in for the ultimate, and High Ground instantly flashes out. Shen ult to make sure Young Gun doesn't go down to a turret shot. Yeah, looked a little bit like a miscommunication. Young Gun missed that first bandage toss, so I think Yurion just thought maybe that was it. They weren't going to fight. But, you know, he was like, fuck it, I'm going in. I'm flashing for this. You know, in the end, it really was a nice Shen ultimate from Papa Bear. He does miss quite a lot of CS top because of it, you know, comparatively to last time where he had TP. Oh! Uh-oh, Rob. Oh, he's going to walk right into Mordekaiser, who's going to get pulled back, stunned against the wall. He puts him into the Death Realm, and we've been talking about Vigar's had a nice early game, but not at the point where he could kill Mordekaiser.
Yeah, so this is definitely not what you want. You know, the failed gank bottom lane, you know, you burn the flash, but don't get much out of it. And then Papa Bear, or excuse me, Necro Guy picks up all that free CS top, and now Rob dies. Unfortunate for him. He does have TP, so he will be able to get back mid. But that is a gigantic Mordekaiser in the top lane. He has 4.4k as is the gold lead in this game. The next closest is 3.8k to give you a little bit of perspective how far ahead he is. So we'll see what they do with this lead.
Yeah, absolutely. We hadn't talked about him yet this game because it seems like he's been quiet, but that massive CS lead he's been building, partially due to Shen ulting out, but even so, 3 solo turret plates as well, and that solo kill, so Mordekaiser's going to be something we have to watch for sure going forward. They do get the dragon for Dadbug Gaming, though, so that is, I guess, a consolation prize, but I don't know if it's worth to have that massive of Mordekaiser.
Yeah, ooh, nice
bandage toss goes in the Dorian and actually gets the cleanse out of him, which, the second bandage toss on the high ground, the 90 caliber net from Caitlyn is not going to land, but he does get the ace in the hole, but that locks him down in place for the Maokai ult to come through. The flash for the Q to knock him backwards into the Dorian, and Dorian flashes to get the kill. Double kill for the Jhin, and a 2-for-1 bot side there for VTC.
That was something. So nice plays by Young Gun. Obviously had some really good Amumu plays there. I actually think Heimer did not need to die. I think Dorian kind of was like, I ain't blocking this for you. So he died there on the ace in the hole. But a really great gank by Pedestrian. Like you mentioned, the flash Q behind him as we see a fight around Herald. Oh,
Yeah,
oh
they
1v3? Oh.
he not strong enough to 1v3. I mean, obviously you can make it a 1 versus 1 when you use the death realm, but Rift Herald there picked up by Ruyan, so they'll be looking to use that to get some turret plates. 2k gold lead for Vex and the City is a pretty nice for not quite 14 minutes. It's not the end of the world, and a good Rift Herald will be able to neutralize some of that gold lead if done properly.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see. Actually, I gotta get my objective timers up here.
Oh, good point. I'll do mine too. Hey, Ruyan, I think has snuck behind them here. He took the blast cone into the bush bot side, and there was no ward behind them, but he tried to wrap around and was seen by the Heimerdinger turret, so...
Yeah, this is kind of a hard gank to pull off. They don't have any vision in any of those bushes, though, so could be a little sneaky. Has stuck in the first one, is in the alcove. They put a pink there. I don't think they saw him.
Oh, he's just going to go right in, and there is the Cataclysm and the Curse of the Sad Mummy just to lock down Jin as well. 2 kills, both going to Jarvan. You would want maybe one of those to go to the AD carry. Meanwhile, here's the answer. Mid lane, Rob is going to get rooted up. Panda gets stunned, but that's going to be the end of that, and Rob gets knocked back again. The Bramble Smash flashes away from the Anivia ultimate, but will get stunned again. No flash there, and Feeling Panda picks that up. So, junglers answering ganks in the mid lane. But the Rift Herald was the cherry on top there, as they used that to crack open the first turret of the game and maybe look for a second turret here already.
Wow, what a... Oh.
Oh, we were going to see the Deadly Flourish here onto Young Gun, who's going to get taken pretty low by the turret. And Dorian's actually going to open up here with the curtain call. Caitlyn is blocking all of that for him, though, and they're going to walk out of there.
Wow, what an exciting game so far. I mean, we saw Ruyan with an amazing gank bottom lane, sneaking through that bush, and then the Cataclysm coming out, and then we immediately see another kill from Pedestrian mid. So just an exchanging of both kills here. Yeah, gotta go Rob in chat. Unfortunately, Rob is not on the on the positive end of any of that trades, but he does have Rod of Ages. He does currently have the second most CS in the game, so, Veigar playing for that scaling late game, so we'll see. But really exciting game, just super back and forth.
Yeah, and right now both teams are kind of playing like they want to get control here for this second dragon of the game. Blue was here first, but they don't sit in the river and they backed up into their jungle. I think they could have maybe stayed there in the river and put down Heimerdinger turrets. Ooh. Oh, Aurelian's just going to go in with the Shen stand united to shield him up. But so far the follow-up isn't quite there. Finally, the first kill comes through. Aurelian's on a rampage. Ace in the hole picks up Pedestrian, and now here's Necro Guy, who's the big Mordekaiser, puts Trifecta into the Death Realm. He's not going to be able to get away from that one. Young Gun on the backside also CC's the back line, but he's all by himself. Papa Bear is here to taunt up, and that will save Young Gun. No, it won't. Now Anivia's an egg. I'm the high ground over the wall, and Rob is ignoring Panda here. And Papa Bear, finally, there is the ultimate from Rob to put him down. Meanwhile, Necro Guy has been a menace since he ulted Caitlyn, and he wants to follow this down. Rob is one more hit from going down. He gets the pullback. Necro Guy goes 4-0. In the end, it's a, 4 for 4? With the top laners living? No, it's a 3 for 4, because I'm the high ground didn't die. And now this big Mordekaiser will just stand in front of the Dragon Pit and take that himself.
And if that was the old Mordekaiser, he'd be controlling that shit, too. Wow, what a crazy team fight. I actually, that team fight was looking pretty promising at first, just because of how good the initiation was, Ruyan. And then Rob's 2-man Event Horizon just such a good setup between the two, like really good team fight. But man, Necro Guy is a big Mordekaiser, 140 CS. He's already got his Rift Maker. He's a big force to be reckoned with. I am interested to see if any of the players on Dadbot will opt to go QSS this game to escape the Mortal ult. And Bandit shot's not going to. He's got another one, though.
Here comes the Kittens coming through in the Curtain Call as they follow that up. Ramble Smash actually puts Trifecta out of the Curtain Call's range, but it doesn't matter. And another Flash Q for Pedestrian, looking like a Lee Sin almost with these insects here on the Flash Qs. 2 quick kills for blue side.
Yeah. I mean, Pedestrian has honestly been a menace so far. You know, involved with 6 kills, all assists as well, so he's spreading the love as far as kills go. Oh,
Rob putting some more damage on the Fleeing Panda, who's going to kind of kite this one out. Here's the Cataclysm, and there's just no outplaying that one. Another kill there for Rob, who's an even 3-3-3.
Yeah, I want to say that the win condition for this point for Dadbot is the combination of Aruyan and Rob. But I think Mordekaiser is just going to be too big. I mean, I said before this game that I worry about the lack of damage that they have. Now that Caitlyn's kind of behind a little bit, you really are solely relying on this Vigar. Rob of Ages, as Eric said in chat. Hopefully he can get his Rob of Ages stacked up. But
He's
yeah,
already at 8,
it's going to
so
be kind of hard.
Yeah, 21 and a half or less minutes he'll have that up. So 3 minutes ahead of Panda on that timer for now. So that'll be a nice buff. Maybe why we're seeing, and I believe Guy Fieric also mentioned this, the Duskblade Rush for Aruyan, and now he has Maw Mortius. Maybe he's thinking he needs to just pack as much damage as possible to make up for this team lack of damage like we've been talking about. Which, I mean, we've seen how much damage his Cataclysm has been dealing, and oh, they're not going to be able to get the Rift Herald in time.
Bleed?
Sad day. Yeah, Umbro Rush, not Duskblade. You're right, Eric. I don't know why I said that.
He went Umbro into Maw.
Yeah.
I don't think that's that bad.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Lots of damage. Like an EQ ult is going to chunk out like Heimer and Jin pretty heavily. So
I'm interested to what he'll go with his epic. Like, I assume he's still going to go Gore Drinker. I don't know. I feel like Gore Drinker is just... I guess they do have a lot of AP. So the Maw does help. Ooh,
here's a combo onto Pedestrian, who's going to roll out the cats and walk away.
He's just like, see you later. Next fight.
What's Maokai's ultimate called?
Let me check. Nature's Grasp.
Nature's Grasp, that's what it is, okay. That's one I can never remember for some reason. Okay,
what are we thinking here, Chad?
Papa Bear dashes out of the Flash Freeze, or Flash Frost, something like that.
What are we thinking, Chad? Hashtag VTC win or hashtag DBG win? What are your thoughts right now? Oh, the Sneaky
Wait, is this
Baron?
a Sneaky Baron call? Necro Guy is bot side. He does have teleport, and they have to know that something's up now.
They do not do this very quick.
Yeah, they don't. Oh, the Flash Baby Cage here puts Heimer... Oh my god, the double cages with the Cataclysm and the Event Horizon. Mordekaiser's in, and Caitlyn's already dead. Can they 4v1 this Mordekaiser? No, they cannot, with the Curtain Call backing him up. Another slam. Dorian gets his... Ooh, actually, that's a lot of burst from Rob. That's a nice shutdown for him. In the end, it's a 3 for 2. They do get the TP out of Mordekaiser, so the split push is weakened a little bit. But very risky call there for that Baron.
Yeah, very risky call. But in the end, not the end of the world. Rob picking up more kills for himself. Necro Guy, you know, we saw that kind of 1-3-3, 1v4 situation there. But Rob does have that Oblivion Orb already, which is a really good early counter to Mordekaiser. And his ultimate, I mean, he just absolutely crushed it. Let's see, it currently does 1,600 magic damage at base level, or between, I should say up to 1,600 damage, and kind of just destroyed that Mordekaiser with it.
Yeah, if I was Necro Guy, I would start thinking about targeting the Vigar with the Death Realm more than Caitlyn at this point, but gold is only a 1.3, 1.2k difference as the third dragon is spawning. Shen is top with no stand united, but he does have the TP Although a Shen joining with the teleport is not nearly as good as a Shen joining with the ult. So... Oh, here comes the Nature's Grasp, and not much follow there. Flash taunt from Gare Bear is huge! There's the Cataclysm onto the back line, and Necro Guy puts Vygar into the Death Realm, but too quick, it's a 2-for-1 so far. Necro Guy actually cannot solo out Vygar in his own Death Realm, and that is a 3-for-1, and the strongest members of VTC are dead. What a combo there with that taunt from Papa Bear.
Yeah, absolutely incredible initiation by Papa Bear, finding 3 members of VTC, immediately followed up by the Cataclysm for Yururion, and a great initiation, and looks like they're going to take this dragon from it unless...
Smite.
Uh-oh.
Yurion's dead. The Sapling Steal? No. Oh my god, the Sapling Steal! It happened!
Oh, they're both dead for it now, though.
Yep, and there's the egg for Anivia, Young Gun getting shielded up, and that kill will go on to Papa Bear for his first kill of the game. An even kill score, but the Miracle Sapling Steal. I can't believe that happened.
Can we get some Clown Fiestas in chat, please? Can we get some Clown Fiestas in chat? What is it? Is this it? Is it Fiesta?
Exclamation point Fiesta.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That was... Wow, what a banger game. I mean, 600 gold is all that separates these two teams. The exact number of turrets taken, or excuse me, the exact number of kills had. Wow, what a fun game. Now, if we're looking into the late game here, right? Like this game is gonna hit the 30-minute mark unless there's some insane Baron fight. I think you have to give the advantage to DBG. I do not really think Jhin scaling is very good, especially into Shen, and Jarvan is just going to be initiating on him with a Mumu. And I just feel like Rob is in such a good place right now. You know, he's got his 2 items finished. He's got his the heal cut. So we'll see how they're able to kill him. I mean, I think you're right, Packer. It's going to have to come down to a Mordekaiser Death Realm to get him.
And in that last fight, he did instantly put Rob in a Death Realm, but Rob 1v1'd him in it. So and Rob's only going to keep getting stronger with his you know, scaling. So we'll see. I think maybe there's a way where Necro Guy. I mean, I think he beats Shen in the split push. So if they could just try to spread it out a little bit more and utilize the Mordekaiser's strength against the Shen in the 1v1 to draw pressure, and maybe they can split push their way into some more map control. But speaking of which, but Predator's pretty tanky now, so.
Yeah, wow. He actually did not take much damage at all. You do have to keep in mind that... Oh, I thought we were going to see some kind of fight here. You do have to keep in mind that a lot of that is just in his passive, so you can get the huge Mordekaiser shield. So those trades generally pretty good for Mord, but definitely not the end of the world for Papa Bear. I thought it would go a little bit worse. Oh, Young Gun looking for the engage. No.
Oh, here's the Flag and Drag. Dorian instantly flashing out. Deadly Flourish. But... very key cooldown with... Oh, he's going to Gale Force forward! That's a crazy crit there, and the Nature's Grasp is putting Young Gun in trouble. He does ultimate, but it doesn't matter. Necro Guy slams him down. 2 kills. And now, as we were just talking about DBG having the advantage, now it's Vex in the City finding their way in.
Looking like Dorian got picked off there, but in the end it didn't even matter. He found Trifecta, pushed up a little bit too far, and getting the return kill. Really nice job, and I think they're going to get Baron off of this. Yeah,
everyone maybe is going to look for the steal. If he can get one back for his not being able to smite the last one. He goes in, and he gets it! He gets it! There's no flash, he's going to go down for it, but I think that's worth.
Wow. And were Kaylin and Mumu up in time? Let's see. Hello? Oh no, does not look like they were.
No, they were not. So it's just Rob and Shen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I mean, still, Baron on Shen and an amazing steal by a Yururion. But I think the biggest issue I have with that Baron is if you're doing a Baron and there's any chance of a 50-50 steal and they put a control ward in the pit, you have to just kill that control ward. He had vision that entire time while they had pit with the majority of people. Ooh, the cage is gonna land. Just some damage.
Ooh, 1 WQ, but he gets rooted and stunned. Is he gonna be able to walk out of this one? There's, I guess maybe Anivia used the wall already, maybe?
Yeah.
But
But yeah, but they had vision of him the whole time. Arudan is able to go in, easily take it because he's just chilling there. He's Jarvan. And I think that was a really costly mistake, and I think that could be a comeback opportunity for them. I guess are they even really losing before, because it's just been so back and forth.
Right. He's making use of the Baron buff as Papa Bear is going to get the outer top turret with it, and the next dragon will be spawning in 1 minute, right? Or no, 15 seconds. I was looking for
right
now. Red side has control over this area, and they also have control over the mid wave, so they are invading and making sure they are making it hard for Vex in the city to get in and get vision down. Rob is kind of stepping up pretty far here. He's going to get engaged on. There's 3 versus 1, and the Shen ult and the flash is barely not going to save him, but he does get some flashes out, and he buys time for them to get the second dragon of the game. I don't know if that's worth, but there's no Baron to take, so nothing else blue side can do off of it.
I think that is worth because Maokai got the kill. I think if a carry had gotten the kill, that would not be worth. But because Maokai, and he went Radiant Virtue, I think it's not necessarily worth. It's only second dragon too, right? And Chemtech's not the most amazing dragon. Like, it's not horrible, but it's not the most amazing one. But in the end, because Maokai got it and they're kind of stacking, it's probably worth.
Yeah, so less than 1,000 gold separating them. 2 dragons apiece. Kills are almost even.
Yeah, it's a pretty close game.
So,
I also think for Rob's sake, you are still a Vigar, right? Like, you don't have Flash now, you don't have Zhonya's, you don't have QSS, so
right.
You are still very susceptible to dying. He has to play these fights very carefully.
Oh, this is interesting. So he sold his Oblivion Orb and now has a Rabadon's.
Respect.
So I guess he just wanted the pure damage. Ooh. Meanwhile, Papa Bear is looking to try to get out, maybe, but instead, Arion goes in, and then he gets put in the death run by Necro Guy, who's a pretty squishy Jarvan. He does get the shield from the Maul, though, and he lives for a long time, and Maokai goes down on the other end, but finally Arion goes down, and it's 2 for 1 in favor of VTC.
Oh, no. So Papa Bear escaped. Jin did cast the ultimate, but Rob was standing in front of the shots, and then at the last second moved, and the 4th shot hit Papa Bear and killed him.
Ooh, another Event Horizon. That is, oh my god, Mordekaiser's gone, and now Young Gun goes in. The second bandage tossed, Ace in the hole, is not going to kill him, though, when Young Gun goes down. The heal is not going to be in time. Flash from behind the high ground, and Dorian barely limps away with his life. And the kills just keep coming.
Yeah, I think at this point people just finding picks where they can. We don't really have any major objectives up, so we're kind of just at the team deathmatch part of the game, where everyone just kind of goes mid and just fights a lot, which I love that part of the game. That's my favorite part. Like you said, it's still pretty even gold lead. I still do think the scaling going into late game is on the side of Dadbot Gaming, but but Dorian on this Jhin is in a really great spot now. 10 and 4, almost full items. Just really putting himself in a great place to carry this game.
Yeah, and with the Jarvan building the way he has, the only tank. I mean, I guess the Mumu's tanky, but he's not that tanky because he's a support. So Jhin not very good against tanks, but against Caitlyn, Vigar, and Jarvan is still going to do a lot of damage with Jarvan building kind of squishy. So.
Yeah, his goal is basically just kill that Jhin.
Right.
All right. So, and next major objective here is this Baron, spawning in about a minute. So it should be up pretty soon. I do think we'll continue to see these explosive fights just because we have so much wombo combo. With the Amumu Jarvan and the Maokai Heimerdinger. So should be some fun team fights. It does look like Dadbot Gaming is opting to get mid Prio here in hopes of getting to an early Baron, but we'll see. Oh, Necro guy's by himself.
Oh, he's, you know, you can't really pick him out. He's going to make it a 1v1. And he's just going to walk away and try to escape, but Papa Bear and Rob are waiting for him on the other side. Ooh, there's the flash, and here comes the curtain call from Jin as they get rooted by the Nature's Grasp, and a stun on the Caitlyn. Shen ult that was going to save him, and in goes Aruyan on the backside. The high ground goes down. There's the ultimate from Amumu, but it's just him and Aruyan. They can't kill the rest of them by themselves. Mordekaiser goes down on the backside, and now it is a 3 versus 3 after those first kills go down. Let's see how this continues. Red side is lower on health except for the Shen, so they are going to play it safe. And now blue has the inside track on mid lane and potentially setting up for this dragon.
Yeah, I think they will definitely get the dragon off of it. Another interesting team fight. Kind of was like 2 team fights happening at once. Like, you obviously had Necro guy look like getting caught there in the beginning and popping the flash. When the Jin ultimate and Maokai ultimate came out, it looked like Aruyan and Young Gun went down while the rest went up to fight the Mordekaiser. So there was like kind of a 3v1 versus Mordekaiser while the rest of the team was fighting. I think Rob should be okay.
Oh, fire there. If he gets hit by the Anivia stun, he could go down. So, but nice side steps. There's a TP instantly from Necro Guy to get here to this dragon, so this should go down here. He's just going to run at Rob to push them away, and yet that's going to be the 3rd dragon of the game going to VTC to put them on the Chemtech Soul Point. But we're going to be almost 40 minutes by the time that possibility is even a reality.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, at this point, your win conditions are basically your Jin and your Vigar for sure. Funny enough, I don't think either of them have died in these last 2 to 3 fights. The Jin might have died last. No, I don't think he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, a lot of positioning is being played around them, which is good. I think the thing for Aruyan is that I do not necessarily think your team has a solid follow-up to your Cataclysm as far as immediate damage, unless you have a Rob stun there to follow up. If you don't combine the two, I don't think the initial initiation is enough to win a fight, so they have to be together in all of these fights if they can.
Interesting 3rd item here for Caitlyn is the Maw of Malmortius. Now, there is a lot of magic damage coming out from when you look at Mordekaiser, Anivia, Maokai, and Heimerdinger. So, I mean, the shield is always going to be... Oh, here comes the bandage toss, and Curse of the Sad Mummy, and High Ground is already dead, not even able to put out an upgraded turret or anything, and now Red Side has control around the Baron Pit. They're going to go to it, but there is no Amumu ultimate. Oh, instant flash! Very smart. He probably goes down instantly if he gets Vigar ulted, so... Now this is very hard for blue side to walk in, and red are going to look at taking this Baron here.
Yeah, what you have to consider here too is that it's just a pick on the support, right? You'd rather it on the carries, but that's all of your vision right there. That's all of your wards, so it's going to be really hard for them to push in, but it looks like they might try.
And Rob is trying to play keep away by himself. He does so, and now a five-man Baron here as all of red side's wearing purple, and they now have it's still not a big gold lead. It's less than 2k, but it's the biggest one it's been for a while.
Yeah, honestly, it's been such a close game. We'll kind of see how it ends up. Yeah, especially I don't know, interesting for high ground. I guess he didn't have flash or stopwatch there, but he has to be careful. Heimerdinger is great at disengaging and kind of counter-engaging, but you are still very squishy, so you have to be really careful about these initiations.
Yeah, and all of DBG is just continuing to pressure up this top side, and ooh, the flash event horizon puts them all inside of it. Jin's already dead. Necro guy puts Rob in the death room. No, maybe this is how they come back. And Rob will finally go down. Necro Guy's by himself, but
that's huge.
Oh, nice pullback as well, as Panda and Mordekaiser are here now to help. Oh, the Nature's Grasp comes out from Maokai, and it will hit multiple members. And Trifecta goes back as well, but the Shen Stand United is going to keep him alive. But there
have no damage. Doesn't matter.
No damage. Yeah, like you're saying, Caitlyn goes down. Young Gun is also going to go down, and a successful base defense in 3 for 1, and taking off 3 of the Baron buffs.
Yeah, it was just a really good Realm of Death onto Rob, and again, Rob has he has the QSS now. There it is. So that should be a huge difference maker. But he did have just 4 damage items straight up. And that shutdown going to Mordekaiser is pretty gigantic. And we saw once Rob went down, there was nothing they could do. You know, they just cleaned up the rest of that fight. No one has enough damage. You know, and Caitlyn opted to go Malmortius third. So she definitely does not have enough damage to kill people. I don't know about that one. That's a little interesting. But you know, maybe she's just trying to get that survivability against the MR. But yeah, that's the problem. Once this Vigar goes down, it's cake.
Yeah. And that's kind of the risk reward of making a play like that Flash Event Horizon he did. Like, yeah, it looks good when you kill the Jhin like that, but now once they get onto you, you don't have any escape because your Flash is down. So
exactly. All right, and we do have Dragon spawning here. This is Soul for VTC, so they will be looking to get around it. Ooh.
Shen gets rooted up. Oh, Heimerdinger uses the ultimate, and Necro Guy is going to put Trifecta in the Death Realm. He does not have a QSS, but he's doing a nice job of kiting it out so far. Ooh. Nice flash. He doesn't get pulled. This is killing a lot of time, and Necro Guy now flashes away. And Ruion gets a big shield from the W, I guess. And Necro Guy is down. That is a huge advantage now for Red side as Dragon is up. Rob is pushing top, and there is no answer yet, so it is a 4v4 here while Rob is away.
STP.
Less than 10 seconds now. Is anybody stuck? Now Fling Panda is floating his way over there, so and Jhin also recalls, so they are making the call to give this up. No sapling steal this time, or maybe Heimerdinger tries to steal. That's not going to do it, so.
Alright, Rob, you did your job. Get out of there, buddy. Oh, Rob.
Oh, it's close.
Wait.
Cleanse comes out for the Dorian. Rob now is going to look to put Panda into his passive. No, he saves it for Dorian, and he lives. And now here comes the Stand United from Shen to try to keep him alive. And the fourth shot is going to be blocked by Papa Bear, but Rob and Papa Bear by themselves.
Rob.
Young Gun is here, but he's flashing in, and there's no follow-up. What is he doing? Is he just trying to buy time for his team to take down another turret? I don't know. The Ignite is going to make Panda go into his passive. But a lot was used there just to get that inner turret. They don't even get the inhibitor. And again, the gold lead.
What is going on, dude? This is... I chose the right game to cast this week. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try to break that down a tiny bit. So the initial play there by Dadbot Gaming, right, was they got the dragon while they had Rob push top. Well, then Rob was like, fuck you guys, I can 1v2 you guys. And actually a really good QSS by Dorian, like you'd mentioned, to get out of the baby cage. And so Rob just got ran down by Mordekaiser, or by Maokai ultimate with some good panda walls, and he eventually got caught out. Then the classic everybody try to save him happens, where Young Gun comes and Papa Bear ults in, and they attempt to try to save him to no avail. So now it is a 700 gold lead at 41 minutes in, and I'm pretty sure this game is not ending in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see. Baron in less than a minute will be the next objective. Soul for either of these teams will be 3 minutes away. And right now, here is Dadbot Gaming posturing like they want to get some vision down, but they're not going to step too far forward. Rob again putting the split push on, who will be met by Necro Guy. But Rob did itemize for this 1v1 because he has the QSS like we mentioned.
Yeah, that is going to be really huge to see how if he can use it on the Realm of Death. I guess Rob probably has enough damage to kill him now, but I think he should be a little careful. I mean, Mordekaiser, if he can still get something on you, but yeah, that QSS does make it really hard. He's got QSS and Flash, so he can be pretty confident.
A couple things to note here now. 2 Guardian Angels are in the game, one on the Irion and one on the Dorian, so some resets, revives coming in.
I just don't understand why you have Rob bottom lane. Why, why is your Shed not bottom lane?
Here comes Young Gun, and the ultimate comes in, the Cataclysm, and Jin's going to open up the curtain call. Young Gun is blocking it. Here comes the Stand United. Finally, the first kill comes down, and there is the second one answered. Trifecta and Papa Bear are now on Pedestrian, while Rubion is trying to make it out. He gets put into his... It doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
And now Red side is going to try to make it out of there as Rob is fighting. versus Necro Guy. Oh, he gets stunned. Here comes the W, and no ultimate there from Rob yet, as that 1v1 fizzles out. And yeah, it was a 2-for-1 in the top side. Nobody gets Baron, and both Rob and Necro Guy are just kind of in their own world while all that happens.
Yeah, I mean, this pre-fight Baron from DBG is so odd. Why is your Shen on the same side of the map of the objective you're trying to do? Send your Shen bottom lane, engage with your Jarvan like you do, but have your Veigar there to follow up. Because the two of them together is so effective, but they're never together. Rob keeps insisting on split pushing by himself bottom lane. Brother, group up with the team. They need you, man.
Yeah.
You're 10 and 6. Get with them.
Yeah. Caitlyn on 4 items now, but still, they can't win a fight unless the Veigar's with them. Let me do a check on Veigar stacks. 366.
4 items with one of them being Maw.
Right. 366 Q stacks for Rob. Total AP
Damn.
is 1181.
Holy shit.
With the
He just
QSS.
one-shots them all.
With the QSS, so he could have more AP if he was actually building a last magic damage item. But he's not. He doesn't need it when he can just continue to stack his Q. Rift Herald there was secured by VTC.
All right.
So now they have what we want. We have Rob grouped with the team and Shen splitting.
Now in this situation, it's not bad if your Veigar is mid getting mid prio, right?
Right.
Like him being mid is fine because you can group up. He still has TP. But the situation we're having him in a lane separately on its own is too tough. Well, he's trying to step up.
And Dragon is already less to half health. They can burst this down, and it goes down. Chemtech Soul is now on, and Younggun goes in and stuns up the team. Pedestrian comes in and taunts the team, but Younggun goes down, and now Red Side is in a bad spot. They're just going to try to have to get out of there. As they do, flash over the wall and retreat into their own jungle, but trading the support for the Chemtech Soul.
The game goes on. Okay, now Packer. The real question is, does Aruyan steal this Baron? What do you predict right now? Yes or no? Does he? What do you think?
Let's see.
I say no. I say Pedestrian gets it.
I'm gonna say yes, he does. But
all right. We'll see.
Okay, he's around. Ooh, it goes down so fast though.
He doesn't have vision.
He goes in. Oh my God! It was so close.
My God.
He got in. I'm pretty sure I saw it at like 300 health at some point. So
he did get it though. Pedestrian did confirm it, and I'm pretty sure Aruyan, the only vision he had was his flag, so he was going in right away. So good try by him. But his team does have Soul, so you get a little bit of a victory out of that. They got to be careful now though, because he's dead for 40 seconds, and any additional kills on them could be a game. Right.
They have the Baron. However, they don't have any waves in a pushing state yet, so it's going to take them a while before they're actually sieging anything. Aruyan should have plenty of time to get on the map before anything's really in danger. So, Baron versus Chemtech Soul, and a 2,500 gold lead, which doesn't matter when you're this late in the game, is everyone's basically getting. I mean, so Aruyan's full item. Rob hasn't finished his QSS into anything yet, which, I mean, wouldn't you just assume he would build a scimitar, I guess? Or does he just hold on to the QSS without turning it into an item?
I mean, if you're gonna keep the QSS, like, it doesn't hurt to turn it all the way, you know.
Even though the damage doesn't help you, but.
Right. With Rob's split pushing Veigar, maybe the 1v1 did the AD, but they looking to collapse on Necro Guy, maybe? No,
yeah.
I don't think so.
Jin and Heimerdinger are not too far, but yeah, he's just gonna kind of back it out. Fling Panda now is the mid laner who is split pushing as he is approaching the top inner turret, and there is a slow response here from Red Side to head that way, or at least the Mumu is, but him by himself is not going to be that much of a deterrent. But he does see Jarvan with the scrying orb, and now Necro Guy is going to do a little bit of damage. to Papa Bear as he lets these Baroned up cannon minions attack the turret. Papa Bear will do his best to keep it safe for now. As finally now a mid-wave is shoved in as Caitlyn is answering that one. So the Baron push is now on. Ooh, Aurelion goes over the side, but there's not really a follow-up there. Jhin now rotates to the bot side to help push this bot turret down. And Rob is here topside looking for Fling Panda, who flashes. Oh, but Panda flashes into the side of it. That will put him into the egg, and at this point he does get a lot of resistances from it, but Rob just does so much damage. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a feels bad flash there from Panda.
We've all been there. Yeah, they might be able to get enough to end the game off of this. No, maybe not. It's a little hard to push in, but we'll see.
VTC recalling there after getting one turret from their Baron buff, the bot turret.
Oh yeah, Rob did sell QSS. That is something to know. Why with the Shadow Flame?
Okay, okay.
I mean, a Shadow Flame is a good item, or a good item to this team, but it'll be interesting to see how that kind of pays off for him. If he does get hit by the Death Realm, he's dead for sure.
Right.
So we'll see, especially with no flash.
All right. So I know by now Baron has to be worn off, and next objective will be Elder Dragon in less than a minute and a half. If the fight for Elder doesn't end the game, I don't know what will.
Remember 10 minutes ago when I said this game isn't ending in 10 minutes?
Yeah, you're right now. It's coming up on 50, so.
This is only game 1, mind you. Game 2, we're going 2 hours.
Alright. Both teams are now A-ramming as there's nothing much else to do besides look for this Elder, which is less than a minute away now.
Ooh,
so
he's gotta be careful.
Just gonna flag and drag out of there. Ooh, Necro Guy's in the cage, but no real threat. And now blue side has made their way into the river, but they can't hold on to anything. They back out. They get the pink in the pixel, but Aurelion clears it out. Very tense
next fight.
here.
Yeah, next fight obviously decides the game. The Elder is coming up. This will be pretty huge. They don't have a pink Warden Pit as it stands. Neither team does.
Ooh. High ground would have been dead. Oh, the pullback and curtain call comes out. The stun. And Aurelion goes in, and Pedestrian is on the backside. Necro Guy. Ooh, huge Curse of the Sad Mummy from Amumu. Shut down out of the Maokai. Young Gun is looking to go down. He finally does, but Necro Guy is 1v4, who takes down somebody. Flashes away from the Caitlyn. Caitlyn finally gets him. Aurelion's on the backside. Panda goes golden. Rob puts Dorian in the cage to put him in timeout. Dorian flashes away. Aurelion goes back in, who does not get stunned. There's no stun. It's a 3 versus 2. Dorian is untouched. Oh, another flag and drag. Panda goes down. He has no passive, but that is the Guardian Angel for Aurelion. Dorian can burst him. Who Gale forces out of the baby cage just in time. It's a 3v1. Can Dorian be the hero and stop this Elder? He has no ultimate. He has no flash. He has no Gale Force.
Oh, he
can maybe do it now.
He's TPing.
He could. Oh, he could 2v1 this for sure.
Rob TP'd bot. What? It's the damage.
What is going on? Okay.
The damage.
15 seconds on Pedestrian and high ground. He doesn't have enough time to end.
I don't think he does.
No.
He might. No, he
and
might.
Now Jhin can 2v1 this. Oh. Is there enough time? Go back to the base.
Oh, he got 1
2 seconds. Here's
1 second.
No, he can't do it. He's gotta run. And Dorian is just playing keep away on this Elder. Rob gets the other inhibitor, and now Dorian goes in, puts him into the cage. Mr. Trifecta misses the net. He will put him down, but here's the TP from Neko Guy, and here's Young Gun as well as the respawns come in. Curse of the Sad Mummy. There goes Dorian. Necro Guy doesn't use the Death Realm yet. He doesn't use it. Was it on cooldown? It looked like it wasn't on cooldown. Regardless, now this has to be a fight an Elder unless there's another sapling steal, but they're not going to let that happen. Young Gun goes on to I'm the high ground. Rob is on the backside as well. They're not letting them get close to the pit. Or are they? They're just saying, screw the Elder Dragon. We're just going to the base. They're running for it. 50 seconds on Necro and Dorian, and now here comes Aruion, and there's recalls are going to come in, but Aruion's already on the Nexus. Nivea's just going to get turned into an egg and goes down, and Aruion is here. The stun, though, from Heimerdinger saves it. Here comes this Stand United. It's not going to matter. What a crazy game. 52 minutes, 36-32 in kills. And finally, Dadbot Gaming will take the game.
Wow. Holy shit. I don't know how to explain that game. I have no idea, bro. That was an absolute clusterfuck. Holy shit. 53-minute banger.
Yeah.
Dadbot Gaming getting the win. Whew. Rob doing 66,000 damage in a, or 65. It's closer to 65. 65,000 damage. Wow.
Oof. Yeah. 12, 6, and 9. It's not the most impressive kill score, but you know, it was much more than that. 16, 6, and 11 for the Dorian. Very impressive score line there on his Jhin. Necro Guy also playing very, very well, although his KDA also might not reflect how good he played. But what a banger game there. And if game 2 is anything like that, you know, we're in for a good one. So
Rob, your damage to turrets was 17,000. Second highest was 6,000. Caitlyn.
Yeah, the old.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Quick break here then.
Yeah. Do I leave it one VOD or?
Yeah, I think you can just leave it on, and we'll
Okay.
just take like a quick tour.
All right. I'll run some ads. We'll be back here for game 2 in a little bit.
Bye. All right, I'm back.
Oof. You gotta catch your breath after those. Okay, what are we waiting on here?
Oh, what up? Hi, chat. Thank you. Hey, I'm not streaming. That's a Packer job. I'm only here so I don't get fined. I'm just gonna make the draft for these guys.
Okay.
All right, chat. If you wanna follow along yourselves, here's the draft link. You're welcome. What a crazy game. That might have been one of the best games in the history of PMA LCS.
It was, yeah.
It was a game.
And really,
That-
like DBG, I think had the early game. But I mean, it was never like a big lead, but they had, maybe 2,500 before like 20 minutes. But then, or I'm sorry, other way around. Vex in the city, but then DBG like evened it up, and then for like 20 minutes it stayed like within 1,000 gold, like basically.
That's insane.
And we had we had a nice Baron steal from a Ruyon, which helped delay that. But we also had a sapling dragon steal from Pedestrian, which delayed an earlier Chemtech soul possibly. So that helped prolong the game as well on both sides. But interesting to see. I would expect maybe some like a Vigar ban to come out this time. Um,
Yeah, I would.
maybe also like a Heimer. I mean, Heimerdinger made that early lane kind of rough for Trifecta and Young Gun. I don't remember what the other bans were the first time around, so maybe they might change a couple of those up. But
Yeah, we'll see. I do believe we are having the team switch sides this game. So see kind
right.
of how that mixes up pick ban as well.
Yeah, so we'll see if they have a first pick priority. I know from working with the team that Young Gun was on last split. He always wants something like an Amumu, uh, which is still a good support. So they might just first pick that one because that's something that we know Pedestrian would easily play as well in the jungle. I don't know if they favor Maokai as much, so I don't know if that's going to be first picked, but we can maybe see that Amumu or
Yeah, I think
we'll see.
Mumu is possible.
Okay,
Oh,
I think we're into
I also don't even have the pro draft from last time, so I don't remember what they banned or picked in what
right.
order I should say. But the Lux ban comes out. That's definitely a Rob, especially. He's quite good at that Lux. Maybe they will ban the Vigar now. We'll see.
The Lux ban was against Fleeing Panda.
Oh,
And Vex in
also
the
very good at
City
Lux.
did ban the Vigar, so Rob
Mm.
cannot run that one back. Banning Rengar, which has always been, Aurelion's always been known for his Rengar.
So,
Banning
so
Jin
I
from
have
the Dorian, and then banning
which good man.
Necroguy's Kled.
All good bans. The Redectin is open, mind you. It was banned second rotation last time, but it is open.
Yeah.
Now I did find the pick ban. Sex or Vex in the City did ban Maokai last time, or first picked Maokai last time. So we'll see if DBG first pick here. I feel like the Jarvan was honestly really good. Maybe they just run it back. And we didn't talk about it, but Elliot was definitely my player of the game for game number 1. Look at that. You called it, Packer, the first pick of Mumu. Nice.
Yeah, and it's definitely a flex pick. I think knowing Young Gun as well as I do, he probably wants to play it, but you can still jungle it if you want. But Young Gun just wants supports that are going to go in, so he wants if he doesn't play Mumu, he'll play like a Leona or like a Nautilus or something. Swain is going to be the response here for Vex in the City.
Yeah, Swain was banned last game. So DBG leaving this one open here. A little spicy pick. Ooh, Swain Kai'Sa. Really good bottom lane combo.
Okay. All right. So, not super familiar with what the Dorian likes to play since he's a newer player and this is his first match in PMA LCS. But yeah, going for Kai'Sa is a little bit more of scaling late game carry. Also, can be very aggressive. You like to see Kai'Sa get aggressive with their ultimate and looking for those, chase down kills. And so that'll be exciting to see. Caitlyn picked up again um, for Mr. Trifecta, and now we're going to see the Vi. So very interesting. They're giving away that the Mumu is going to go support, but Vi is a champion that is still a pretty strong jungler.
Yeah. Vi was actually another champion that was banned last game, so another
Okay.
champion being left open here. The Caitlyn as well, just running it back, something I think towards the end game, he kind of came a little bit online, so run it back for him, take it, and see, or I guess this is the other foot now, isn't it? This is what's it called? What's his name playing it? I forget his name. Who's the gym player? What's his name? Dorian, right?
Dorian?
Yeah, this is Dorian on Caitlyn this game.
Well, no,
Into that
Dorian's
Kai'Sa.
playing the Kai'Sa because they swap sides.
Oh,
So
that's right. That's
yeah.
right. That's
And
right.
that
I
means
see.
it's Pedestrian picking Jarvan this time.
Oh,
So liking what the
spicy.
Jarvan did last game. Now we'll see if he builds it the same way or if he goes more the traditional bruiser. But either way, we
I hope he does.
saw
That was fun.
Aurelion did what Aurelion
Yeah, I
did
feel like
last
part of the
time.
reason he went that build is just because he was so far ahead.
Yeah.
But it would be spicy.
And okay, so banning the Shen from Papa Bear, who even though Mordekaiser was really strong and ahead of him in lane, had a lot of good stand Uniteds and a couple
Yeah.
good taunt plays like that one 3-man flash taunt.
Oh yeah.
So respecting that one, and then they're banning the Mordekaiser away from Necro Guy. I don't think they're that afraid of the Renekton because they left it up first phase both games. And let's see if they decide to ban it here or let it through.
Yeah.
Yeah, they let it through, so they're not that afraid of Necro Guy's famous picks. Maybe they think there's confident that he has something he can play into it.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe. Yeah.
And
There
there
it
it
is.
is.
Yeah. Did they lock it in or they just hover in it? We'll see. Yeah, it does mean they don't have a ton of late game. I mean, I guess Kai'Sa has decent late game.
Oh, they
They
save
just
it. Okay. So they're gonna let Necro Guy counter, and pick one of Fling Panda's other known mages that he's always played, the Malzahar.
Yep, quite good at the Malzahar as well. Does really well into the Amumu. It'll be interesting to see what the two picks are here remaining. I imagine we'll see some other kind of control mage. Maybe something long distance like a Lissandra or a Xerath would be really good here. Cho'Gath's OP now. He got
Yeah,
buffed, and that champion is OP.
yeah, definitely nice round of buffs for him this last patch. So, uh, knowing that, paying attention to the recent patch notes and knowing his strength right now, and let's see their last pick. This could be a Cho'Gath mid or top. So
Yeah,
we don't know
that's
exactly yet.
true.
We'll see.
Yeah, they definitely don't have a ton of damage, so I imagine that's going top. And the Ziggs mid,
Okay.
interesting.
He's like 16,000 damage to turrets. Those are rookie numbers. I'm playing Ziggs now.
Yeah, I gotta keep these numbers up, you know. I think it's a fine pick. Gives you a little bit of disengage with your W. It's not bad. I'm okay with it. Does well on the Malzahar. Yeah. Now, but I don't think he goes Renekton now, though. I think Renekton is really hard to play into that team.
And
Whoa!
they
He
still
says,
pick the
"Fuck you,
Renekton.
Greg.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about you. I'm running that shit back." So we'll see. But again, it is his best champion. He knows way more about Renekton than I do, for sure. I don't
Right.
actively play Renekton, so obviously I take his trust on it. So we'll see.
Yeah. Do you know what the Renekton build is right now? Is it a Prowler's Claw or is it like Bruiser?
Yeah, you definitely build Prowess Claw. It kind of depends. Usually you go like Blade into Prowess Claw into like Cyrilda's.
Okay.
But definitely Prowess Claw is just so good on him, giving you that extra dash.
Yeah.
Although I'm pretty sure Renekton's solo Q win rate is like dog shit. Let me look.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's very good right now.
Yeah, he's a low 47%. What is he in Diamond Plus? All right, he goes up to 48 in Diamond, but he's still not a very high win rate. But again, he's really good at it, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. What's any particular lane matchups or anything stand out to you as opposed to last game?
Um, yeah, I think I'm really interested to see this top lane matchup. Now that Necro is on his champion, which is kind of like, his best champion. What's it called? Um, but also into a newly buffed Cho'Gath. I'm kind of curious to see how that matchup goes. I also am curious to see how well Rob does. I think the Ziggs is not as straightforward as a follow-up within your team fight, but it definitely gives you that turret damage like you were saying. So we'll kind of see how it goes.
Yeah,
You?
I mean, he can definitely, using his range, he can take Malzahar passive off pretty easily, to take Malzahar's shield off, and then, allow Vi to come in with the Vault Breaker, once the shield's down. But the other thing I was thinking about looking at now that Jarvan is in Pedestrian's hands here, and we were talking about the top lane matchup with Cho'Gath being buffed, Renekton is still strong early, regardless, and when you have such an easy combination of Renekton's point-and-click stun into a Jarvan flag and drag, it's such an easy setup, and Cho'Gath, he's strong, but it takes him a while to get tanky. He has to start stacking up his ult and stuff. So in the early levels, I can see that being a point of focus, because the setup from an easy Jarvan stun into the flag and drag onto Cho'Gath before he gets tanky, I can see that being a focus, especially, Renekton not being in the best spot if you get him ahead early, to try to have him stabilize in the mid game. That's an option that I would be interested to see if Vex in the City is going to do that, or if they are going to be more bot side focused like they were most of the last game.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how they scale to late game and kind of these team comps play out. Mr. Trifecta with the subscription using the Prime. Thank you very much. We appreciate that quite a bit. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Chat, what do you guys think? Who do you guys think is going to win? Can we get a... I wrote, we're going to keep it sex. Can I get a hashtag sex win or a hashtag DBG win? Throw your predictions in chat. You can write VC if you want, but it's just sex for me, so... Or a hashtag Rob win. That's okay too.
Yeah,
Sex
lots of Rob.
wins,
Lots of love for Rob in the chat throughout game one. Lots of people shouting out his name. Another player who is back to PMA LCS. I think after a little bit of hiatus. Well, I guess that's not true. He played last split. I remember. He was I think he was a support on Fwesh's team. I think.
Is that?
But regardless,
Oh, Rob?
okay.
Did Rob play last split?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
he
think
did.
he did.
He supported Fwesh's team. I remember.
Oh, never mind that. I stand corrected.
All right, let's go over to the client real quick.
Rob win. Let's go. Sex win. Love to see it.
Hashtag Guy Fieri. Hashtag Gerg lose.
Hashtag Gurglers. True. All right, let's get into this here. 53 months, Guy Fieri with the subscription. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We appreciate that quite
That's
a
a
bit.
really high streak. I'd like to see if I don't know if that's anything we can look up. If we could see like a list of like the longest active subs just to
I think we
just
could
to
figure
see.
it out. Let's
Because
see.
we have multiple people that have been subbed for multiple years.
Let me see. I'm gonna figure it out right
I'm
now.
pretty confident mine was the longest before I stopped it, but because I was
We're gonna
more than
figure it out right now. I know Kevin's up there as well.
yeah.
All right, let's see. Okay, let's see. Oh, I don't know if there's any way to see how long they've been subbed for.
Someone,
Let's see.
BC Murphy in chat says you can download a sub list.
Oh,
I don't know.
interesting.
I don't know much about this, so I would not know where to find it. But
Let me see if we can find it. It's gotta be somewhere. But anyway, Packer, what do you think's gonna win this game?
I think I don't know. I think a matchup like this feels like it goes 1-1. Like I don't think with how crazy last game was and how like close it was and how back and forth and plus 50 minutes. I don't know. I feel like we just are due for a 1-1 here. I think Vex in the City have a little bit of a comeback, and
Yeah,
apart
that's
from the
kind of my
Renekton,
thought
I
as
think they
well.
have pretty good scaling. I think Kaisa and Malzahar are good late game. I think Swain becomes strong late game. He's hard, he's a support, so he doesn't get a lot of income, but he becomes strong.
True.
But we'll see. I mean, anything. I think after last game, the thing we should know is anything can happen. So. Okay. Oh, dang. We're already in the game. Hold on a second. Oh, I didn't change the source. My bad.
Oh, all right, I got it. I got the list.
Oh, you did. Wow. Okay. Are you in game?
I am. Yeah, I'm at like 21, 23, 24,
Okay, let me catch up to you.
25. Actually, I'll pause at 26. Pause at 26.
Okay. Okay, I'm paused. You ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
All right.
So,
So the longest streak, as it stands currently, as the current sub, is 59 months at Cvan.
what?
59 months.
Cvan?
Cvan. Yep.
Wow.
Current tier, tenure. Yeah. 59 months. Shout out to Cvan. Let's go, bro.
Dang. I would not have guessed that.
Me neither. Hell yeah. We take that. All right.
Oh,
Let me log out of this shit.
rearrange things. Okay.
Which one of you is Beatrice again?
All right. Should have rearranged here. We saw a standard 5-point, and now bottom laners will leash their jungler. And we are
back to my spot here.
We are in game 2. Everybody who watched game 1, I hope we're in for as much of a wild ride as that one was. And checking out the summoner spells. I don't think I see anything.
You want top 10,
out.
Eric? 59 is Cvan. 53 is Maye. 48 is Fudgy. 29 is Neil. 56 is Rob. Garfield Juice at 47. Opie at 46. And that's about it.
Interesting. Well, wait, hold on. Didn't he say that? Well, Eric's at 53, and he didn't even list.
Oh, yeah, he's on there, 53. But he was already known. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Anyway, thank you for all of those people for your long support of the PMA LCS. And everybody who's just following along and watching. Thanks. Back into the game here. Oh, we get the pullback on the never move. Mr. Trifecta already using the heal. Young Gun goes in to make sure there's no big chase onto Mr. Trifecta. But the heal is used.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Jungler's Pedestrian was like in the top river and then went back into his, so I don't know if he was maybe looking for a gank, but oh, there's another never move onto Young Gun who's going to get taken really low. No last shot for the Kaisa passive burst, but yeah, Young Gun and Trifecta both half health or less, so high ground, making his E never move count.
Yeah, we'll see where these junglers opt to put their priority. I'm hoping we'll see some early ganks. You know, Vaya and Jarvan both known for their early ganks, so I'm hoping we'll see something early, but we'll see.
Yep. Rob knocking... Oh, there's another never move onto Mr. Trifecta, who gets ignited and flashes away. And I am the high ground. Oh, here comes the W for first blood! What a snipe there from the Dorian. But we're going to go to top side now as Necro Guy slices and dices over the Q. Gets a bit of damage there onto Cho'Gath, but both the junglers are here as well. And now Aurelion recalls as Pedestrian goes to finish up his first clear. Wow, yeah, the Dorian is going to enjoy... it also really was bad for the Caitlyn, not just giving over first blood gold, but missing out on the experience and all those minions that were into the turret already. So now a big lead here as another slice and dice comes in, and Necro Guy takes a lot of damage from the minion wave that was stacked up. Heals a bit of it back with his Q, but... Also, Necro Guy starting Longsword. Instead of like a D-Blade or a D-Shield, so not as much regen or sustain.
Yeah, nothing too insane. I do think we'll opt to see the normal prowess quad build from Renekton, and I think pickaxe here from Pedestrian. I don't know if we'll be getting the Aruyan build from last game, but you know, who knows? Maybe something spicy will come out.
A Necro guy opts for an early Vamp, Scepter, and Boots. So looking like a Blade of the Ruin King, like you mentioned. And then the Boots will help him like walk out of the Cho'Gath Rupture and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Oh, Rob here getting aggressive, and there's the flash, but the bandage shot still connects. The second one comes in, and the ultimate is gonna sail by, but it doesn't matter.
Bro. Poor guy. It was a really nice play, but Panda, especially with this flash from last game, so unfortunate. But a really great roam by Young Gun, getting that kill onto Rob and putting him in a great place. And Panda has no TP either.
Yep, Pedestrian goes in, but not going to get the knock-up, and damage returned here. A little bit, anyway. Oh, and Demolish we saw was charging up, so Rob going Demolish on the Ziggs as well for even more turret damage. Meanwhile, Necro guy charges up the Dominus, walks right past the Rupture, does a lot of damage. Does he have another Call the Meek? Does not. He's going to push Papa Bear off, but no flash from him as he stayed restrained.
I don't really understand why. He has Ignite. He could kill him right now. Like a double dash and a kill, or a flash W, definitely kill. But I get it. He didn't want to take a risk. Cho'Gath does still have flash, so you're trying to be a little careful.
Just, yeah. Oh, another Never Move is going to land onto Mr. Trifecta. Another instant heal and the 90 caliber net to create some distance, but I am the high ground in Dorian doing very, very well. More than 20 CS lead already onto the Kaisa, and healed already used again, basically off of cooldown for Mr. Trifecta. So bot lane going very well for them. Oh, here comes another slice and another stun. Here comes the Ignite. Here comes the Q, and the flash is going to get him. Aruyan was there to follow up. Pedestrian flashes out of the Mega Inferno Bomb. The bouncing bomb, though, will finish the job. Panda is here. There's no flash, so there's no flash ultimate, but he puts down the Malefic Visions. The blind from the Q will not land.
See you later.
1 for 1 on the top side.
Huh.
Oh, Vision of Empire stops Mr. Trifecta from recalling.
Yeah, and we actually
never move here onto Young Gun.
Oh, wow. That had some really good damage. We also do see about a 2k gold lead, a little less, or just a little bit more, which is about the max of what it was last game until 55 minutes in the game. So,
yeah, pretty
much. Even though the kills are even, VTC having a little bit of a lead here.
Yep.
No, Young Gun, luckiest and biggest brain for that flash reaction. I agree. I agree with Eric. Oh, I can't believe I just said I agree with Eric, dude. I gotta go. I gotta reconsider.
That was Opie, actually.
No, Eric said or both.
Oh, or both. Gotcha.
Yeah, if it was Opie, I would be hanging up right now.
Alright, impressive CS leads for the top, mid, and bot laners on VTC. Oh, Aruyan just walks in there, and I didn't see who actually got the smite off, but Pedestrian is higher level. Aruyan flashes away from the Vision of Empire. Interesting invade there, but he's punished a little bit by having to use his flash.
Yeah, McCrispy, I'm much more interested in their DN than their CS DS. DN more important of a stat nowadays. Anyway.
What is CSDS?
You don't want to know.
Oh, okay. Necro guy.
I'm pretty sure he just meant like creep score difference to 10.
Here comes another never move, but Arion is here, and I'm the high ground's going to go down. Not tanky enough yet this early in the game. Another bandage toss, but the Dorian is actually almost enough damage to kill off Young Gun. Biting off a little bit more than he could chew, but still, that's a nice kill going over to Mr. Trifecta, who will get a little bit of this gold deposit back from that. And they're going to start this dragon up as well. But
Nice.
Pedestrian and Necro Guy are trading on the other side. Looking at this Rift Herald, it actually already went down. I don't remember hearing the sound, but Pedestrian does have the Eye of the Herald. So, I like that trading. And, you know, it's going to take a while before that cloud, or before that dragon, like, pays much dividends, versus you could get immediate advantage from the gold that you can get from a Rift Herald charge, so kind of more immediate returns there, and a solo turret plate for Necro Guy, who's up 40 CS, a kill, and that turret plate. So once again, Necro Guy off to a really good start. We saw it last game on the Mordekaiser, was not able to carry that into a late game victory, and this time he's on a champion that scales even worse, but looking good so far. And despite that kill going over to Dadbot Gaming, the gold lead has actually gone up to 3K now. So that just shows how much... Oh, here comes another gank, though. Young Gun goes in. First bandage toss. Second bandage toss lands, and there's the Mega Inferno Bomb. Young Gun is not going to take another turret shot, so... The roaming Amumu here from Young Gun making an impact on this mid lane.
Yeah, that was... Wow, his roams have been so effective. I mean, Dorian does have a really huge lead bottom lane. Like, he has 109 CS, but the roams that Young Gun have had are just so strong, so effective.
Flash and heal used there for Mr. Trifecta. Meanwhile, next topside, Necro Guy looking for some... Ooh, there's the flash from Rob, but he gets put into... Put into the Cataclysm, but he just satchel charges his way out of there. No flash needed. Mr. Trifecta looking low here. Maybe Tasty for a dive here with the Kaisa ultimate, Killer Instinct. Ooh, he gets the never move, and there's the burst. Wow, the electrocute is going to kill Mr. Trifecta as High Ground gets his first kill of the game, and this bot side lead is just going to continue to grow here for red side.
Yeah, and I don't think they're getting enough out of these other plays across the map. I mean, it really is the Rob show at this point. He's 3-0, definitely their carry. We'll see how effective it gets in these team fights. It is a good pick into their team. Like, we did see him satchel charge out of the Cataclysm relatively easy, so it is, you know, not the hardest in the world, but we'll kind of see how these team fights play out.
And the Rift Herald that we were talking about goes down following that play to get the first turret gold as well. So now about 4,000 gold lead for Vex in the city. Here's an invade as well to make things worse. Nope, everyone just steals it away. Young Gun goes in. He looks for the Curse of the Sad Mummy. He finally does. And look, here comes the Mega Inferno Bomb as well. That's a nice combo. The Dorian is really low. He's going to go down to the Vi. Fling Panda also low. He gets one kill back, but it's not enough. Pedestrian goes down. Another kill for Rob, who's 5-0. And that is a disastrous invade. 4 for 1 for Dadbot Gaming.
Yeah, honestly, Arion with some really nice plays there, but the Ziggs damage is so good. It does not matter how much CS lead they have. That team fighting from Dadbot Gaming has always been really really strong. And yeah, Sean, you got it right. How'd you know their name? It's a good guess.
Virgins together coitus. Interesting.
Vex and the Virgins together.
And just like that, the 4,000 gold lead is brought down to 1.5 in the blink of an eye from Dadbot Gaming. Following that sacrificial engage from Young Gun, he goes down, but his Curse of the Sad Mummy guaranteed that follow-up. And now Rob, already with his Leandries done and well on the way to having a fully stacked Seraph's Embrace as soon as he completes that item.
VTC has so many possibilities, like very thick card book, you know? Book of cards. It's pretty thick. Anyway.
Anyway, back onto the
Very
rift
tired
here
casters.
as very tired casters, yeah. Second dragon of the game is spawned, and both teams are kind of set up around here, other than the top laners. Papa Bear does not have his TP, so he can't join anyway. And Rob is looking to use his poke while they're set up. Meanwhile, Necro Guy is just going to go ahead and go in top. Look at that damage on the Blade of the Ruin King.
Yeah.
And the Rupture is going to prevent any follow-up, but the Dominus is used. He has Flash Ignite.
Bro, you got Ignite! What are you doing? Kill his ass! Oh my goodness gracious. He's so scared.
And bot side, I wasn't paying attention, so Vex in the City gave up to answer this mid lane push. Oh, we're going to see another engage top side. Necro Guy, again, not using his Flash Ignite.
What is he doing? Holy shit. Necro Guy! Kill his ass! He's gonna die. He's gonna die on some bullshit ass dive here. Watch this. Here it is.
Oh, there's the Flash Ignite and the slice and dice through, and he lives.
Oh, he lived! Oh, and he got the kill.
All right.
It only took him like 5 minutes of extra work to get there. But he did get the kill. That is a huge Renekton. 148 CS. A gigantic lead is growing in this top lane.
Young Gun. Ooh.
Oh,
Sidesteps the bandage toss. Curse of the Sad Mummy. Ignite. Another Q. Doesn't need it. Oh, he doesn't want to take that bandage toss. But it's okay.
Nice. Wow, these Young Gun runs have been so good. He's been involved with 8 out of the 9 kills on his team. That's actually wild.
Yeah. Dorian.
Oh.
Ooh, does he want the Killer Instinct? He does. Young Gun has a bit of armor. And another W will do. Oh, what? Oh,
wow.
Young Gun. Maybe he thought he was going to root him under the turret if he kept chasing him.
Yeah, that was actually really well played by the Dorian because he knew that he was looking to turn around with his bandage toss and come back on top of him. So he basically like moved forward and in the last second took a step backwards so he knew the Amumu Q would take him out of turret range and then was able to get the kill. So really well played by him.
So a very extended 1-for-1 in the top side there as Ziggs just uses that opportunity to shove down another turret. Rob just continuing what he did last game, except this time on a champion who's actually meant to do that with the Ziggs. So now 2-1 is the turret score and keeps the gold lead at about 1.5k off of the... Oh, and Mr. Trifecta is just going to get ulted, and the satchel charge is not enough to interrupt. But he does get the heal to make it out to safety. Here comes the bandage toss on the pedestrian, and the assault and battery goes right up to the back line. Ace in the hole not needed as the Dorian goes down. Rob is dominating, and Irion is going to chase another vault breaker. That's his third kill of the game onto I Am the High Ground. 3-for-0 for Dadbot Gaming, and now it is an even game. Necro Guy pushing on the bot side, though.
It's an even game, but the kills are 12-6. Just shows how much of a lead they have in CS. Yep. And how drastic that is. But Necro Guy does get a second tier turret bottom. This is a pretty early second tier turret. You might get like 400, 500 gold. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh,
top side, Rift Herald and Demolish proc will get their outer turret
600
top.
Gold off that. Holy shit.
Oh, that's nice.
What's your time in the game, Packer?
1935, 36, 37, 38, 39.
Okay, cool.
We will see another charge here from the Rift Herald, and VTC is here to answer the minion wave.
Wait, so you're 58, 59,
20,
0?
21,
cool.
2.
Cool.
Okay.
We're good then. But yeah, what's his name? Necro Guy got 600 gold from killing that second tier turret.
Okay, so look
he
at
is
this build
huge.
here. He's going for Jock Show after the Blade of the Ruined King on the Renekton. So maybe thinking the
Interesting.
tankiness and the survivability will just, the more he can live in a fight, the more
Right.
Qs he can get off, the more, you know. So maybe that's gonna
Yeah, I guess he's
be
just
better
trying to
than
be
going
more of
glass
a
cannon.
frontline. Yeah, exactly.
So
And Ruyan opting to go Umbral Glaive first item as well. Again.
yeah.
Yep. Interesting.
Umbral Glaive first item on both games on different junglers.
Guess he just likes the
Oh,
utility.
he's gonna go right on the I'm the high ground, who's gonna get the Demonic Ascension out, and they're gonna run out of that one. So the Swain ultimate is down. That's a very big, kind of the only team fighting tool Swain has, unless he gets a big root. So that's a big cooldown. Dorian pushing in mid wave, but Ruyan will be there to answer. And all of VTC is here, bot, 20 or so seconds ahead of this dragon, and now they're collapsing onto Caitlyn and Ziggs. And this is a very split fight. Mr. Trifecta is alone, and he will just get dunked on. Here is the defense as Kaisa also goes down very quickly. Ruyan onto the backline. It doesn't matter. Here's a Croc. Young Gun barely survives. Necro Guy actually alive somehow. Will finally go down to Papa Bear, and that was a crazy fight. I really don't know what happened, but it's a 4 versus 3. Swain is the only survivor for VTC. Rob is low though, so this is a little risky.
Yeah, Rob actually had a really good flash in that fight to stay alive. He does have the Honey Fruit. He is 5 levels higher than I am the high ground, so I don't know if he's too concerned. They do have choke out. Oh, they don't have choke. They might have it up in time. But yeah, Rob is so strong. It's crazy. But also the Amumu gauges have been amazing all game. From those roams he had early on to that last fight to fighting those.
Look at the damage.
Yeah, he's huge. He's just absolutely ginormous. Swain also only has stopwatch and Leandri, so he doesn't even have that much damage.
They do this slowly, so VTC is here. Rob is now engaged on by Malzahar, who's taken pretty low. The Dorian stole the dragon. He's going to flash away to try to live as well. Assault and Battery will chase him down. Fling Panda now is going to go down. Oh, flashes away, but he still dies. Pedestrian now in a 2 versus 1. He's not going to get out of that one. Or will he? Oh, Necro Guy is here as well, though. This could be big. They're going to turn it, and Pedestrian, is he going to die to Amumu's tears? He will not, as Necro Guy finally gets that shut down. A crazy extended fight there, and the dragon stolen heroically by the Dorian to prevent the Dragon Soul point.
Packer, we're getting another fucking 50-minute banger, aren't we?
Maybe. Still less than 2k gold lead now for red side, which was taken back because I think blue side had slightly taken the gold lead before that exchange. But yeah, that just looked like last game. So.
Damn, we're going all the way to 50.
The kills were a lot slower in the early game, but the last few minutes have brought up that score again. So 33 kills. 2-1 in Dragons.
Sean, if you want to watch arguably one of the best games in the history of PMA LCS, you got to watch the VOD for last game. It was a fucking banger. It entertained. And people in chat, come on, help me out here. Vouch for me here. It was a banger.
Flash engage from Necro Guys. I'm the high ground. Also flashes to safety. And oh, I think there was also an accidental Gale Force from the Caitlyn. So that is going to be on cooldown for a little bit. Fling Panda pushes down the outer turret topside to make it 4-3 now in turrets.
Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to siege into Ziggs when you don't have Baron. Yeah, because look, he just throws these bombs over and over and over again. Then he puts down the mines, and it's like, what do, you know? So we'll see how they kind of get around this. I mean, and plus, Kaisa Malzahar is not the best siege ever, so...
Yeah. Ruyan charging at the Q. He goes in. Oh, and the Assault and Battery to follow. The bandage toss is too far. And there's the second engage, and I'm the High Ground also gets rooted in place. He goes golden, but now he's in the middle of 5 members. Here comes the rest of the team, though. Pedestrian goes in, and that's a double kill for Vi. Necro Guy goes on a killing spree. Amumu and Vi go down. Necro Guy running for his life. He's pretty tanky. Oh, the flash jump! Cho'Gath was hungry. He gets his revenge for those early kills. And it's a 3 for 2 in favor of Dadbot Gaming, and now they're sieging up with this Ziggs Caitlyn, a very powerful sieging combo. Oh, but he just gets rooted under the turret there, but the Sassel Charge will stop it, and the Rupture also prevents Pedestrian from a flag and drag. So they're not going to be able to blast that turret down with the Ziggs, but...
Yeah, it was a little interesting. The Swain did Zanya's, and there was no trap under him. That is a little unlucky, as Sean pointed out. In the end, they did still win the fight overall. Ziggs is pretty strong, but the gold lead is towards VTC, so it's going to be pretty tough to... I don't know, we'll see. I feel like their siege is really difficult, so unless they have a huge team fight where they like get a really nice driving ulti onto Ziggs and get the kill, it's going to be very difficult for them to... kind of siege in, so we'll see.
Stack count, I believe I saw from Garfield Juice. Cho'Gath has 7 feast stacks. And it's rank 2, so that's 840 health.
That's pretty nice. Yeah,
he does have his he doesn't have many stacks. He has a Heart Steel as well, which will give him stacking health. He only has 70 from that currently. It's hard for Cho'Gath, I think, to like stick to people to get autos off sometimes. Unless you're just hitting him with a bunch of ruptures, but regardless, yeah, Cho'Gath very tanky already, and will only continue to get tankier. However, Malzahar and Kai'Sa are both, I think, pretty good at shredding tanks. Oh, look at Rob. He's very far up. He knows he is in danger, so he recalls safely.
Oh, not even close. Yeah, the Rob special. Alright, we got Dragon coming up here. They do not want to let DBG get soul points. They are going to try to group around this. They are going to get mid-prio first, which is really nice. That means that DBG is going to miss this wave mid, but this should be a pretty explosive team fight.
Yeah, Papa Bear is walking down. He does have teleport if needed, and he actually teleports right into the pit, and Red Side retreats back into their jungle. They don't want to be in front of that, that Cho'Gath. Blue side is bursting it down, but Pedestrian can get in here with the flag and drag. He doesn't get it, and he gets rooted in place. The Mega Inferno Bomb does a lot of damage. Pedestrian finally gets into the dragon and steals it, but the fight, we'll see how that goes. Pedestrian goes in. Killer Instinct from the Kai'Sa also follows him up, and it's just Papa Bear in a 1 versus 3. He's a tanky Cho'Gath, but he's not going to live versus this team. And that's another kill for the Kai'Sa, her 7th kill. Triple kill for the Dorian, and a crazy fight. Pedestrian does get the dragon, and now they look towards Baron.
Yeah, what a shame for DBG, because Young Gun had an incredible ultimate. Found 3 members of the team, but it just wasn't enough. They're so far ahead in gold and items. EDC, even Dorian, 2.5 items completed already, and he's just gigantic. I think it's going to be really tough for DBG to kind of come back into this one, even though Young Gun had such a good engage.
Yeah, and the Mega Inferno Bomb was laid on top of it, so it looked like, at first, when that landed and they see all that damage, that I thought DBG were going to win that fight, but I think Necro Guy is deceptively tanky when he has the Dominus on, plus he built Joksho, so the Dorian was not caught in that engage, I don't think, so he was able to stay safe.
Right. And he's gigantic.
Yeah. 3 items now, and going to be close to having a Guardian Angel, it looks like, as he has the BF Sword and the Stopwatch. So finally, a close game has a substantial lead for the first time in a while, as they have a 5,000 gold lead, and they are all, I think they all have the Baron buff. I think their teammates respond in time to get it. Ziggs can wave clear. Oh, Dorian goes in with the Killer Instinct. He's not going to find the kill, though. That last auto probably would have done it, because there was the fully stacked up Kaisa passive.
I'm curious to see what Kaisa's just picking up the stopwatch, I guess, because could be a Zanya's angle, but or Guardian Angel, I guess.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, just
Necro guy sees Aruyan.
that's the fucking Umbral Glaive. Woo! Nice. Utility for life, baby. Oh.
Papa Bear gonna walk this one out.
Yeah, you know it's a rough place when the enemy ADC is the same level as your team's top laner.
Higher now.
Yeah, true. Okay, Panda's just gonna be trying to push top. This is a good option. I mean, you know, again they have Ziggs bottom lane. I feel like you probably want to have Ziggs mid again, as he can wave clear everywhere as much as possible. They are probably gonna pick up this second tier turret. Cho'Gath has decent wave clear though, so he'll just keep queuing them waves, trying to clear. But it is a lot of damage from the Dorian and the rest of VTC.
Yeah.
Do you say Shireldas? Like Shirelias? Do you mean Cyrildas?
Yeah.
I like
Pretty
Shireldas.
close.
Shirelda's Reverie.
Siege continues topside. Papa Bear is really tanky. He's finally taken to less than half health. Aruyan looking like he might want to engage following that rupture, but he decides not to.
Facts, bro. It's a weird named item too, so I'll give you I'll let you get away with it.
Baron buff ends, and all they got for it was the outer mid turret, so that's not a bad defense there from DBG at all.
No, definitely not.
Still down 5.5k gold though, and next dragon is spawning in 45 seconds. Red side will reset to spend their gold before that, but everybody on DBG is now running through the jungle towards this dragon. And they will see them using the Demacian standard from Jarvan. So we will see a full-on 5v5 here. It looks like Guardian Angel was completed for the Dorian, so he has 4 items, and he has that extra layer of safety if he gets engaged on and gets killed. He'll get that respawn. So 4 full items for him. Ooh, that's a nice rupture, but no real follow-up there. Not even 2 items for the Caitlyn versus 4 full items for Kaisa. Oh, and Pedestrian goes right onto Rob, but he has the defense of Vi, and now the Assault and Battery is going to lock down Pedestrian. Beautiful 4-man ultimate from Amumu is going to stall this fight out here. Fling Panda is going to go down here. 2 kills though already for the Kaisa. Swain gets eaten up. Aruyan goes for Dorian, but he flashes away, and it's a 3-for-3. And I think that could have gone so much better for blue side if they weren't down so much gold. Again, a crazy good engage there from Young Gun. Look at how low the Dorian is, but he does have the reset from the Guardian Angel if he needs it.
Something to keep in mind, they do have a ward on this. VTC do not know that. I don't know. They might, but it is warded currently. Rob is sitting there. His Q does do a lot of damage.
It'd have to be a full range Q here. Oh, the ultimate actually, barely doesn't do it.
76 health, I think. Let me see. I'm watching a replay. 178 health. That's what it was. Damn.
And it's actually almost enough to burn the Guardian Angel from... Oh, he actually wants to try to do it. Q... Oh, doesn't get it.
We almost got him. That was so close. He would have got the GA for sure there off 1 bomb.
Okay.
Wow.
So another explosive fight, and it gets the 3rd Infernal Dragon, so they're going to have a lot of bonus damage from these dragons. Not the soul yet, of course, but... Caitlyn finally finishing her Infinity Edge for her 2nd item after that fight. They're going to just get some damage onto Papa Bear. He will also take some damage from the Baron. And Rubion actually goes in there. The flash net from Mr. Trifecta looks hyphy, but now he's going to be without his flash. Finally, DBG will back out of the jungle as Ziggs and Caitlyn are going to shove in mid. And Malzahar has his TP. Rubion now is going to take some damage from the Baron as well. He's going to get out of there.
Yeah, I guess we're just going to reset. Still a pretty decent gold lead right now. Curious to see kind of how they get around this, how these team fights work where they kill the Dorian. I guess it's like a via Salt and Battery into like Cho'Gath eat immediately, but I think it's going to be really difficult.
Yeah, now we see Cho'Gath going to be answering the Malzahar bot.
Gotcha.
And the rest of VTC still just looking to get some vision in here. Oof. Lots of damage. Oh, and actually takes the Assault and Battery right onto I Am the High Ground, who does not get his ultimate off. And Rubion living? No, he goes down to the burn from I Am the High Ground. Papa Bear teleports in, but the Rupture does not land. Now Malzahar is teleporting in on the other side. So both of these teleports are gone. Jungler down for support. Oh, here's the knock-up in the instant Cataclysm. Dorian goes godlike. Young Gun, Curse of the Sadmomi only hits him, and now he's in the middle of the team by himself. And that is a disaster there for Dadbot Gaming, as this will surely be an easy Baron for them.
Yeah, that might be Baron. That honestly might be game. Although last time they had Baron, they only got 1 turret off of it, so we'll see. But that is pretty substantial. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I was surprised to see not to see a cheeky steal attempt with the Ziggs ult there, but
yeah,
he does shove the mid wave and will now recall.
Eric called it too. He was like, "Where's the Ziggs ult steal?" Yeah, I think he's just trying to chill, save that for the next fight, make sure it's up for whenever they try to push in. It is still really difficult to siege into a Ziggs, so we'll see what they do. But yeah.
Ziggs finishes a Void Staff, so he has 4 full items. Kai'Sa finishes a Lord Dom, so Kai'Sa is the first full item champion.
Damn, she's the big last.
And now we will start to see, as VTC is back on the map, how they plan to use this Baron. Right now, they're just all kind of hanging around mid lane because Infernal Soul for them is spawning in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, they.
Ooh, Mega Inferno Bomb just does a lot of damage. And it's not the longest cooldown. It won't be up for the dragon fight, but just using it for damage, not bad there. Another bomb onto Pedestrian, so he's going to be half health. Recall from Necro Guy to heal up a little bit, but he has the movement to get out of Fountain.
Yeah,
now Renekton's back, so we have a 5v5.
Papa
Bear has no mana.
Yeah, if you want to, you can do Control, Shift, and Z, and you can zoom out even farther. You really can. I'm not even kidding. Pretty badass.
Dragon is started up here, and here's the flash. Curse of the Sad Mummy from Young Gun, but it's kited away from by the Dorian. I'm the High Ground goes down. Necro Guy's on the front line. He goes down to Ziggs.
Right.
Cataclysm's in the backside, which delays it, but there is no follow-up. Dorian goes legendary. Rob maybe has a Q steal. No, he does not, and that is Infernal Soul now. And I think that might be what... Oh, here comes the Killer Instinct. Another kill. 14 kills for the Dorian now.
Wow.
Goes Legendary. And I think that might be the nail in the coffin here for Vex in the City.
I think so too. 30-second death timers. It is a Ziggs, so he does have decent wave clear, but they do have Baron. I think this should be enough for them to end it. We'll see. 20 seconds on the other carries. Another situation, a Young Gun, a big ultimate, but it was just not enough. His team was too far behind, unfortunately. But I do think they end. Nope, they just leave.
Yeah, 10 seconds on everybody besides the Cho'Gath, so they're gonna kind of play it by the numbers. But there's not another objective for 2.5 minutes. So we'll see if they take it that long, or Inferno Bomb just to clear the wave.
Oh, that's true. We haven't hit the 50-minute marker yet. If we're almost there, though, we're almost. See you in 10 minutes, Packer.
Yeah.
No, I think on the next fight, next team fight, this should be game for VTC. They have a pretty substantial lead. I don't think they have. I mean, especially Kaisa still has GA. I don't think they have much that they can kill her. They're gonna need to have some like insanely coordinated team fight to be able to get her down.
Caitlyn does finally have her 3rd item, but
Nice.
yeah, haven't really seen anything. Oh, here comes Killer Instinct. Trifecta nets the wrong way. And now they're just going to lock Cho'Gath in place. He's tanky, but against a full item, Kaisa, it does not matter. Trifecta just gets dunked on by Pedestrian, and now that's going to be it. They're going to walk it down mid lane. Rob is recalling. I don't think there's any 3 versus 5 miracle here, but stranger things have happened in PMA LCS.
Stranger things have happened. Ziggs is up. That is the one person you would want alive to be able to defend. Again, look at
Inferno Bomb.
Yeah.
Helps clear the wave, does some damage.
It's ridiculous.
Ooh, and the bomb lands on the Dorian, so he's half health now, and now they're just gonna back out.
And we go again. See you later. Yeah, I think we just need to try to utilize some split pushing. Get the second tier turret down top, get someone down bottom. You win a 1-3-1 really well because your team is so far ahead. You just need to play safe. But yeah, if they just keep running it down mid, Ziggs is just gonna keep wave clearing. 7 more minutes till we have 2 50-minute games. Oh boy. Thanks for doing this to us, Eric. I blame you for this.
And Dorian getting his elixir. So
that'll help. This
Baron in 10 seconds. Renekton recalling from bot lane. Panda is going to push that side.
Unless there is some absolutely colossal throw, VTC should win this fight. I should win the game off of it.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good point, Eric. I appreciate that. Okay.
Panda's going to keep going bot side. Oh, here's the flag and drag onto a Rubion, but a Rupture gets onto Dorian, but maybe there was a fight there if Amumu was able to follow that up as well. Okay.
Oh.
They're trying to force this here before Malzahar can TP. Pedestrian, is going to flag and drag to safety. Here comes Amumu and goes in. Make an Inferno Bomb, puts them all really low. Pedestrian is alive. Here comes the Assault and Battery. The Dorian kites away from the Vi. They're killing everybody though. Dorian goes in.
My God.
Killer Instinct. Panda flashes away from the bomb.
He's huge.
The Dorian is still alive. The health bars are so low. Oh, Malefic Visions is going to kill Young Gun. Rupture. Ooh, there's the Guardian Angel.
Oh, what a
He's going to right into the... He's instantly dead. They did it. DBG found the Muriel fight. The Dorian is dead. They're all so low. They're all so low, but they're going to start this up. I've seen a Malzahar E go through and kill the entire team. Oh, nope, he's just going to die to Ziggs. Oh, the Zonia's, the bomb? Oh, the bomb. And somehow, some way, DBG have done it. They're losing Nexus turrets, but they take the Baron. Right? They lost the... No, they didn't lose the Nexus turret. I thought I saw that they
What
lost...
is going on? This is such a clusterfuck. Black Division Games, baby. It is so cursed. It is so cursed. Your mouth's a heart. Oh, no comments. No comments. The game goes on. They have Infernal Soul, but the other team has Baron. Let's see what happens.
The caster curse, yeah. Still a gold lead here for sure for Vex in the city, but they have the Baron buff and Elder spawns in 10 seconds. No more GA on the Dorian, who does have Flash and Exhaust. I mean, Cleanse. Oh, Dorian's just going to be half health from
they
the
might
bomb.
have to just give this up now.
Yeah, I mean, Vi, Assault and Battery. Oh!
He's going in!
Papa Bear looking for him. Tries to predict the movement. He wants to just chomp him. Oh, he can chomp him now. Dorian flashes away to stay alive. Young Gun is not going to burn down, but he's close. Oh, Necro Guy in the base! Necro Guy in the base! He's backdooring with no... He didn't even have TP! He doesn't even have TP, he just walked there!
Wait, they have Baron backs.
They got the Baron backs.
What is this Elder now?
Just Cho'Gath goes back, who has TP. He pushes Necro Guy away.
The game can't end. It needs to last 3 more minutes.
The Dorian is still half health. Hitting the Infernal Bomb! They're dead! They're dead! High ground lives, barely, but there's no Kaisa. And now it's...
Shit! No words can explain this.
I can't even...
What is going on? Oh shit! Wow. We got 3 more minutes for 50. We can't end it before then.
Okay, their Baron buff will end soon, I think, but they have the Elder now, and Kaisa will be up in 30 seconds with no Flash and still no Guardian Angel. I can't even.
Moly.
And still a 4,000 gold lead.
And still a 4,000 gold lead.
But it doesn't matter. Aruion maybe looking to go win. He just blast cones over all by himself. He's going to dash out. Mega Inferno Bomb. There was no rupture, so it's not going to kill anybody. But they're going to give up their first turret. Oh, here goes the Assault and Battery. There's the first Elder execute.
I mean, if VTC win this game, it would be a colossal miracle.
It would be. It would be. A nice Swain E, but the first Nexus turret is down. Necro Guy and I Am the High Ground have used their team fighting ultimates. And they're gonna back out. So
it's not over. It's not over. What is going on?
Okay, so we're definitely gonna get the 50-minute game now.
2 50-minute games.
What? I mean, what even is there? 2 more minutes till Baron? Is that is that the next thing?
I think VTC has struggled to siege, so I think for them Baron is next and is like their hope, but I don't fucking know, bro. They had Elder and they didn't win the game. They could have won with Elder like a bajillion%, but you know, fuck it. We're not at 60 minutes yet. See you in 10 minutes, guys. please don't go to 60 minutes.
All this time has bought Caitlyn some items. The Dorian was at full before Caitlyn even had her 3rd one. She now has 4.
I feel like this is similar to last game too, where as the game went along, Trifecta eventually got enough items that he was like really effective in these fights. Maybe we are at that point there, but let's see.
Okay, so Dadbot Gaming have control over the mid lane. Here comes an Inferno Bomb. I didn't see how much damage it did. Looks like it only hit 2 people. Pedestrian and High Ground. But it's a pretty short cooldown. I mean, looking at the icon on next to Rob's picture, coming up pretty quick. So
As expected.
Baron
Wait,
in 50
does VTC
seconds.
have more than one coach?
Do they?
Are there coaches, plural?
I don't know.
Apparently. It's kind of cool. That's badass. All right. Here it comes.
All
This
right.
is it. I mean,
30
next
seconds to
fight
Baron.
obviously has to be the game, right?
Unless it's like a fight
What?
where the only people who live are like the
Packer,
junglers.
no.
I'm just
Or a moo.
yeah.
All right, let's see what happens here. They do have pretty good vision control, so they have to be careful pushing into this. Dorian does not have a blue trinket, so they only have one in case they start the Baron.
True. Aurelion goes in onto the Dorian. Mega Inferno Bomb! He's dead! Oh, GA respawned in time, but he's just going to come up and die instantly. Aurelion is on a rampage. The Dorian goes down, and this will be it. It has to be. Two people dead.
It has to be, right?
Flash net from Mr. Trifecta. Heal to chase down Panda. Gale Force goes in. And the headshot finally kills Fleeing Panda. And finally, Dadbod Gaming have brought it back. Oh, here comes Mr. Pedestrian. It doesn't matter.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Turrets are dead. The champions are dead. And the Nexus is dead. As another slobber knocker of a game. Although this one, from a much bigger deficit, did Dadbod Gaming come back to make the 2-0.
Wow. That was... Wow. That was a game.
It was a series.
That was a series.
Oh, I guess I should do stream stuff.
All right. So, player of the game. I chose player of the game, game number 1, and I chose Elliot. So you have to choose game number 2.
I mean, it'd have to be Rob. Like, I mean, you could say Young Gun because he had lots of great Curse of the Sad Mummies, but Rob was the one who didn't like lose lane really and kept them kind of in the game, and it was his ultimates that were, you know, just throwing his ultimate just to take out half of all the health bars before Dragon, and then just doing it again when it came up, and killing the Dorian that way the first time for the first Elder, taking the Fed Kaisa out of the equation before they could even fight for the Elder. Just, and Young Gun, you know, just like in game 1, had a lot of very good engages and ultimates. But I do think Rob
did 83k damage. Yo, it's... I think Young Gun was the reason Rob got so far ahead. He was kind of saying, those roams early and some of those Amumu ults, holy moly, they were so good.
Yeah.
Damn. Chat disagreeing on our player of the game choices? Well, good thing you guys are in chat. We're on cast. Get fucked. All right, so who did you end up choosing, Packer? Who's the choice?
Rob.
Okay. So do we bring them in for interviews or do we just call it there?
We can
I don't have
do
a ton of questions, unless you got some.
I mean, not really. It's been a long cast, 2 50-minute games, so I'm good kind of calling it.
All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Those were fucking banger games. Banger games, to say the least. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe. Yo, let's raid someone. Who should we raid? Yo, let's raid Chad. Let's raid Chad.
Who? Oh, wait, Chad's streaming?
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right, wait. We need chat. We need your help here. Everyone, when you get in chat, what should we spam? Any suggestions on what we should spam for Chad? Yeah. Say everyone leave quick, just like that. Everyone leave quick. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Take care. Have a good night. I'm out.
John,
Woo!
everybody's gonna just leave, but I love you. Thank you for the raid. You guys are awesome. Everyone leave quick. Everyone leave
Dead in
quick.
here.
Everyone leave quick. I missed a banger. I saw like a little bit of the first match. I watched it on stream, but oh shit. Okay, hold on. I gotta pay attention. 1 sec.